Hello YouTubers, Zeltrax Millennium back with a review, vlog, or an unboxing. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you all enjoy the video. Hello YouTubers, this is Zeltrax Millennium with a brand new review, and this time we're looking at a Gundam model. Yeah! This was actually a request from one of my viewers on one of my vlogs that I got a Gundam model kit, and it was the O Gundam, basically. So, I'm going to review it now, since I already got something else in the mail today, but his review will be worked on and uploaded probably right after this one. So let's get on with the review of the O Gundam. But first, let's go over the box, because that's how I roll. As you can see, that is an awesome piece of art. I love how Gundam models work on their model kit boxes like this. As you can see, a big picture of the O Gundam with its beam saber and shield. And if you're wondering what that extra beam is right there at the top, that's the Exia Repair 2 that he's fighting against, like in the last episode of Gundam 00 Season 2. And it says GN000 O Gundam Type ACD, I guess. And it's also in the 1 to 144 scale, which is a pretty okay scale. It's pretty good. Now the side of the box, you see a profile pic. We see profile pics of the Gundam and the symbol of the thing as we go along. Some pics of it fighting the Exia Repair 2, which is obviously maxed out. Pictured out, actually. Then the pilot of the Gundam, ribbons all mark. Other side of the box is choking hazard stuff. Yada. And it shows that you can switch it out with a separate backpack, but I'm not going to show that because I actually like the GN drive a lot better than the other backpack. And everything else is showing how you can put it into various different poses and such like that. And it also comes with it also shows that you can combine it with a Gundam stand, where you would have to plug it into his butt. So yeah, and on the side of the box is just the same picture as the front, only it's cropped down. So anywho, that's enough of the box. Let's get into the actual O Gundam. Now, this Gundam kit is obviously very cool. To coincide with the anniversary of Gundam, they made him look like the original RX-78-2 Gundam. However, I do not have the original RX-72 Gundam, so I can compare it. Though I will do a comparison video if I get a RX-78-2 model kit. So let's see what we actually do have here. The shield that he comes with can hold onto his hand very well. However, I did have to do some modifications on this model. The fist plate here kept on popping off, so I had to use glue in order to make it stay. It actually holds it in very solidly, as well as his gun, which I will actually get to right now as soon as I can get that thing back into his hand. There we go. Now his gun is okay, kind of puny, but there's a lot of really cool detail. I had to do some work on the gun too. I had to actually glue the barrel down so that way it would stay on there without popping off all the time. I just dropped his gun. And it can actually stay in his hand very well this time. And his head sculpt is very cool. Obviously, I haven't panel lined everything because I don't have a very good panel lining marker. But I did clean away all of the excess sprue parts on this Gundam before I reviewed this thing. I worked on it last night. And I also painted everything like it actually is on the box. Some Adeptus Battle Gray from Games Workshop on his head. All over, and also on the GN drive as well. That's very nice. Then also there's a sticker in there for his eyes. And also red vents, like with Prime 92's version. And yeah, this model kit is very nice, and I love it. And I got this guy with my eBay gift card from my birthday a couple of months back. So yeah, he's a very cool purchase, and I recommend him very much. So let's get into the articulation. Let me just take the shield off, and its gun off. Let's get into its articulation. For a 1:144 scale model kit, I did not realize how much articulation he would have. So let's go with his hand first. It can rotate all the way around, and it can wiggle a whole lot of the places. And the thing can also bend at 2 points at the elbow, which is awesome. I always love that on figures, especially Gundams and Transformers. And also at the top of the elbow joint, it can also twist 360. You can go in and out pretty good. And also with a new joint on this model, it can bring his shoulder forward a little bit so it can pull off even more poses. And his, I guess, abs and torso are articulated as well. Can go forward and back quite a bit. And it can go a full 360, but it's hindered by his back flaps. His side skirts are also posable. They're on a polycap joint, though these have a tendency of, well, popping off. So you gotta be careful about that. His legs are kind of like the arms a bit. They can go a full 360, bend at 2 points at the knee. His foot can go a full 360. This ankle guard thing is separate, so you can move it up and down, left and right, and it's on a ball joint. And also the foot can pivot, which is very nice articulation, and I like it. And also, as a Gundam, he can probably do a perfect splits. Now let's get into his accessory count, which is actually fairly nice. It represents what he actually had on the show. Let's get into this beam saber first. Very nice sculpting detailing on the beam saber. I know you can't see it, but take my word for it. It also comes with 2 pink beam saber blades, which can pop right in, and it's so big I can't even fit it on screen unless I tilt it, which is okay. I don't like it. And it can also go into his hand fairly solidly thanks to the aforementioned gluing I did. And you can get him into a lot of really cool poses. Obviously, I don't have a Gundam action-based stand, so I can't really do that. So this will probably have to do. So yeah, in closing, this Gundam model kit is very nice, and I highly recommend them if you can find them on the aftermarket cheap. So, in closing, this is Celtrex Millennium saying good night, good luck, and happy Gunpla building!